Okay, I'm back from dinner. What we're gonna do now is like try to reverse the grid, make sure we clean up everything in the process, make sure everything is in the proper place where it's supposed to be, do any minor refactor that needs to do, and then we're gonna adjust the meteor. So I want to already put the launch animation and also make sure that the meteors come on an angle in a random place. So to get started, let me delete this here. In fact, I can probably delete all of this here as well, like I have it memorized. So the battle structure is something like this. We have the arena. And then actually, now we have the battle. Then we have the arena. Inside the arena, we have a battlefield. Inside the battlefield, we have slots. More specific battlefield slots, but again. And then here we have combatants. And then inside the combatant, we have the card. First question is like, why all of these? Why 6 things? And actually, assuming I'm not even forgetting something. Here, let me go. I can just play here. So again, like the battle is the whole thing. It makes sense to exist, right? And then we have the arena, which is the actual part where combat is happening. But we might still have like other things, like we might have like spectators. We might have, I don't know, some mini game here. We might have like extra information, like there's the UI. So it makes sense. So like the battlefield like handles everything, but then the arena is responsible for, well, for the actual battle happening, right? And it also makes sense to have the battlefield. So we have like 2 battlefields, one for each side. In my opinion, that also makes sense. Instead of trying to do just one big thing in the arena. So far, okay, we have battlefields here. That makes sense. The battlefield has a slot. Now, why not just put the combatant directly, or even the card, right? Let's say like in this grid, but again, like we have the slot is a place where we have the position effect. We might have like some like slot effect. It's a place where I also want to display. We don't necessarily need to be on a grid. We should be able to move things around. Maybe we will have like something that is like floating platforms, like depending on the scenario. So that also makes sense. So we have the slot, which is again kind of like the visual grid place. And then we have, why this combatant? Why we don't have the cards straight away? Again, we want something like buffs and debuffs, which here in the game we call enchantments. And again, we might have some other effects. So basically, we might have something outside of the card. But even if it's just buff and debuff, like that's reason enough to have the combatant. Because like, and we don't want to put on the slot, because again, like it's not the slot that has the buff, and it's the card. But again, like the card, it's the actual physical card representation, right? So we might want to have stuff around the card. And sure, we could put that in the card, but again, like I think this is not making it overcomplicated. I think this simplifies things. It gives a better control. So I don't see any problem with this structure here, this architecture. If we go now here on the code, I already kind of... So here in this order, we have the battle, the arena, the battlefield slot. And then we have this grid, which is not part of the structure, but again, like it's the behind the scenes, what controls like what places these battlefield slots. And then we want to move our combatant right here and followed by our card. So on the top here, we'll have like basic everything that we wanna see, but even that, I'll still close some of the other things here that not sure we're gonna use it for now. Might use it quite soon, so okay. So now let's look at like everybody's responsibility. So the battle, what I'm seeing here is these two. This is related to the battle. We have the battle animator and the arena, and we're passing the arena here. So this is kind of like a red flag that we probably want to move that to the arena. 1 hour gamer says, hey, good morning. Hey, I mean, it's kind of late at night for me, but yeah, good morning to you. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, I was just explaining what I'm trying to do here. Mostly just gonna be refactoring and putting things in like better places. But I mean, a bit later we're gonna do some more exciting parts related to... I'm gonna make like the meteor. I'm gonna fix the meteor animations and even add this like jumping thing there and so on. Okay, do we use... And so again, display battle. I mean, again, like this could be in the arena. I don't think it's that outrageous. I don't think I will spend much of my time trying to fix this for now. Because again, like my goal is to reverse this top battlefield here. So let's assume, okay, like the battle here is okay. That's not the problem here. Now we have the arena. What is the arena doing? It's setting up the battlefields, and then it's spawning the combatants. Right, if we go here, so it is doing, the arena is doing like this, and then placing the combatants. Now again, like is placing the combatants responsibility of the battlefields? Again, I don't think so. I see the battlefield as the place, right? But the logic, it's in the arena. The arena just is aware of the teams and is aware of the battlefield. They just say, okay, put this team into this battlefield, right? So that's basically it. It's saying, okay, set the battlefield, and then say, okay, spawn the combatants. So this team, this battlefield. That's it. Now this looks a bit ugly. These spawn combatants, like so let's. Wait a sec. I'm not sure we need the index. Okay, we're getting the row here. Okay. But I mean, so far, okay, we get the card information. Basically, we're getting the from the team. If it's no, we continue. That's fine. The row. Okay, the row and column also makes sense. Now the slot, and that's probably like the most important part for us right now. We want to get the slot exactly using the coordinates, because like that's our source of truth. Truth. If you cannot get the slot for some reason, I mean, technically we should maybe throw some exception here. But again, for now, let's just continue. We're gonna instantiate a combatant. So, which we're getting, it's hooked up over here. In fact, like let's do like this. And in battlefield, you can place the combatant. But here, that's probably like, that doesn't sound correct, because like I'm placing on this index on the I here, which we should be very pedantic and say the coordinates. So let's put a big asterisk here, because I think like should as battle coordinates. That's first question here. And then we're getting the cards. Wait, what? Why we're doing this inside the loop? Yeah, this should be 100% out of the loop here. I don't, because again, like we cannot, because we don't want them to repeat cards. But I think this is not gonna change, right? Yeah, I think this is not gonna change during the loop. So regardless, like, I mean, we need to do probably, but like this shouldn't be inside the loop. So let's just move it out for now. But then, okay, we get the card by the ID, and then we update the combatant. Hey, okay, 1 hour gamer says I need to come up with a better idea for homeless simulator. The game I wanted to make already exists. Okay, what is the name of the game? I can check it out here real quick. And also say, is there a way to randomize the decks? What do you mean randomize the decks? So, I mean, at least how the game works here, like you have your cards. So for here, if I toggle here, these are all the cards in the game, right? But these are the cards that I own. And there is another mode, for example, here. And that's kind of like the default. You can challenge like other players, like with all the cards available, where everybody's at level 12, but you see like you already have like you can use all the cards at level 12. Now randomizing decks by maybe that's interesting in the sense maybe if we have more cards, like maybe instead of maybe a mode or maybe like in a tournament or something, yeah, we could do something like if you yeah, like you were given random cards, right? And that's what you can play. So you don't need to play with the cards that you own. You can play with random cards. I don't know if that's what you mean by a random deck. But what something that's it's more like a quality of life. What can be done here? Let's say if you're fighting a area that is very weak, I mean, which is not the case here, but in theory, like you can have this like just put a random team. So we have this feature to just like if I can just keep placing here. Actually, why is it not randomizing this? That's probably a bug. Anyway, but there is a bugged feature of randomizing team. Let me try again. I think it's just no. This four here, they were they're still the same, right? So Nyx, Ali, Lorcad, and Balik. Nah, okay, it is. I mean, I guess like first try it is working, but then see on the second try it's so it's only these 5 cards that are doing. Let me write a note here before. For now, I mean, I'll castrate this. Oh no, actually, I think I can. Okay, did I do here in Osha? Yeah. So I'm just like fix random team button. This is a bug. Let's say after the from the second random generation onwards, only the 5 cards are being randomized. Wait, one gamer says those are the games. Wait, where did you write somewhere? The name of the game I'm not seeing. Okay. Okay, beg for refund. Street survival, homeless simulator game. Let me try. back for. So let's do gameplay, right? I know, I guess that's the title of the video, right? So the name should be Street Survival Homeless Simulator. Okay.
How's it going, everybody? Luke here, and have you ever wanted to experience a life of homelessness without the inconvenience of going... How's it going, everybody? Luke here, and have you ever wanted to experience a life of survival homeless simulator from the of going cold, hungry, and generally just smelling of shit most of the time? Well, you're in luck, because Street Survival Homeless...
Yeah, but I mean, that's already not very realistic, like...
simulator from Berlayer Game Studio has you covered.
It's very like
on the streets, your daily struggle in this game will
looks
have
like
you begging for money and
GTA,
enough resources
like
to survive another day.
running
Sounds like
around
a
with a
blast,
sword,
doesn't it?
or
well, hit that like button, subscribe for more Nintendo Switch content, and let's check it out. So what's immediately apparent right from the get-go with this one is that those screenshots are probably 100% in despair of the state of the art. Survival, as each AI image depicts a slight variation screen featuring a miserable looking old man and a set of objectives which
okay,
flash
find
by
food,
become a rich
find
man.
shelter, become
Our
rich.
first day though sees us tasked with begging for money and perching ourselves atop some conveniently placed boxes with certain citizens appear to be in some food.
So
This involves finding either small or large trash cans, selecting the mystery item and then playing a little mini-game, similar to the one found in Hobo Tough Life, another homeless survival sim, but unlike that game, you get more begging to be done. This turn, as in exact locations, the controls for this are completely backwards, with right panning left and no, instead we get things like this, a battle axe which appears to have been picked from some heads to a tire iron, and potions which recover 30 health each, which are clearly assets pulled straight out of a fantasy game, but you can also...
Yeah.
Now, I had thought that these first levels were just...
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that it already exists with this theme, right? But yeah, I don't... That's not when you were talking about, that's not what I had in my mind. But you know what? I was thinking yesterday, you know how I would do a game to raise awareness about homeless? I would not focus on the homeless people at all. Like, I wouldn't focus on you being the homeless person trying to survive. I would reverse that completely, and like, you would be the person like running the system, right? That is in consequence, like, of your actions, the consequences that people become homeless, right? So for example, related, so if you have if you're like a politician with seigneurage, right? With let's say you can print the money, and you get the money first, you buy the real estate, and then your money go up again, like inflation goes up like crazy, but because you're the first to get the money, you buy the real estate. Now everybody's fucked, everybody's on the street, but your investment went up. So you see, like, I think you playing that game on the other end, you would see how OP these like financial mechanics, again related to stocks, like to money printing and inside information, lobbying, you name it, right? So I actually, that's how I think how I would do it. I would do a game then where people would, all these concepts that is hard to understand, right? Like, who knows really deep, like how money works, like how the Federal Reserve works, how again, how being a politician, like what is involved about that. And then again, like, then the player would experience again how OP these mechanics are, and then in the game they could see the consequence. Let's say, like, then you just walk around and with like homeless people, and eventually become what is like maybe, what's the name of the guy that killed like some health insurance CEO? Luigi I forgot. It's like Luigi something, right? But basically, like, these this dichotomy with like, him in this case like homeless people, and then the people getting rich, uh, like controlling the system. I don't know if that makes sense, or if I'm just talking crazy here, but I think to raise awareness, that's in my mind that makes more sense. Where was I? Here. Okay, we'll get the card by the ID. We update the combatant. This should be, I mean, that's with the slot that we have, we got it already. And then we just add this to our list here. So, okay, that's fine. Okay, one hour gamer says, thank you for that. Yeah, man, again, no problem. Like, just spitballing ideas here. I legit, as I say, like, I like the concept. Like, I was even off stream, I was thinking about it, how I would do a homeless game. Yeah, that's a good idea to get a perspective of people in power. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like people think it happens out of nowhere. Oh, it's just like, oh, the economy sucks. Like now oh, inflation is crazy, or the rent price is crazy, and then it's like you kind of like shit out of luck. And normally like and then they come up with very simple solutions, just like, oh, tax the rich, or uh, all these like corrupt politicians. Like, but that's a very simple explanation. Like, if you try to say like be on the other side, and of course like we can't, right? Like we're not the elites. So, but you could have a game that you can play as the elite, and then you would understand. That's my point, because like we don't, because we don't see the other side, we don't even know how the thing works. I say like, I mean, we don't again, ask the average Joe, like, again, like how does money work? How, like, why is the rent going up? Why is insurance price, like, you need to know about, at least how I view, like, you need to look at the incentives. Like, just look at the incentives, like, and then you can kind of predict how people are gonna behave. And it's not like, I mean, some people are evil, but like a lot of people are like, they're not evil. They're just like, whatever they're doing that is in their favor, it just happen to screw up a bunch of people. Um, People in Power Simulator. Yeah, I don't know what would the good name be for this game. Uh, yeah, I need to think about it. But like, yeah, it's the gist is like basic. Understand why you're getting fucked, but again, this cannot be the title, right? But that's, need to turn that into uh basic, experience the other side, or I don't know. uh I mean, let's continue here, but if everything else is making sense, I think we just fix this line here and call that a day. Because like here, when you add the combatant, on the battlefield, passing in the slot, but we're actually getting from this loop here, which is from the team. In here, actually, let's just check real quick. So all it's gonna do is like set the combatant and add as a child as the combatant. So nothing is special here. We can probably delete. No, whatever. Let's just keep it here. But then, so the only thing left to look is this loop here. So we're not updating the position effects. Oh, with Battlefield, we're placing the position effects. We instantiate it here, a slot. We create the coordinates based on this loop here. Index. We get again the inline index from the coordinates. We instantiate the slot with those coordinates, right? With this position effect, and then we add this to our slots list here. Now we check if it's reversed. We're gonna reverse the slots, but as you see, like the slots are all properly populated. And then we add it to the grid. So let me go drawing here. So what the grid is gonna do is gonna do a slot like this, right? From left to right. If it is reversed, right? So the first slot, right? We're not playing with the coordinates here, right? So we you just set the node to this position based on this index from this loop. So we're just doing the same loop again. So if this was reversed, so this guy would be here, and then this one would be here, right? So like this should work. So the only thing here, let's just double check here. So when we say, okay, your Battlefield, add this combatant to this index, if the thing is already reversed, like it should work, right? Like this is from like this loop, so it would go, let's say 1 to 3. It's gonna add here, not here. So I don't know. This looks, in my opinion, this should work flawlessly. What I think I'm gonna do to help debug, let's go on our slot here. Let's add some text so I can actually see the coordinates, right? So let's add a label 3D. Here the text, we're gonna do something like this, right? 0, 0, 0. We want to rotate minus 90 here. And to make it really big, let's do 100. Again, this, we don't need to do it perfectly, we just need to be able to see properly. And we need to make these coordinates. Let's give it x coordinates label. And let's copy this. So this is a label 3D coordinates label. So when I set the coordinate here, I will do a coordinates label dot text equals better coordinates dot row. Yeah, yeah, the perfect autocomplete here. Yeah. Okay, so now we should at least see if the slots are changing and then just the cards that are not being positioned properly, or if not even the slots are switching. So let me get the music back here. Not here, training grounds. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I forgot. What? Filterable cards view. What? I didn't touch that at all. I think I can, maybe I cannot run a game without environmental effects. Let me try it again. I'm pretty sure I did this before too. Oh no, actually these cards, I think the problem is like, again, like when I remove that the thing from the grid. Battlefield slot 20. No, just coordinates label that is. Oh yeah, I cannot do this. Like, need to do on the ready function here. Because like during the init, the card is not on the tree yet. Yeah, see, this looks reversed already. You have like 0, 0, 0, 1 here, 0, 2. And here, see, it's like 2, 2 here, like this. This looks correct. Why are the... Again, I think the mistake then is... Actually, let me... Let's go to the training grounds again. What else? Yeah, but you see, like these cards here, like I put them on the front, in the front, but then they're in the back here. They should be right here. So again, the slots, the grid, they all make sense. But here, when we add the combatant, I mean, it really indicates what we suspected already. I just don't understand. I understand that here's probably the problem, but I don't understand why. And like, I could just do the with the battle coordinates, but I want to understand it first. Because it says essentially, let's say like the first card will be like slot index 0, but then they would be placed here, right? Is that, let me check if it's, is that because like there's no 9 cards? No. Yeah, that's something I don't really understand, because here, so let's say slot index 0. I'll add to this battlefield, add the combatant, add slots 0, which I did reverse here. Okay, let me try with the battle coordinates and let's see if that works. Let's duplicate this here. We're gonna do next battle coordinates. Let's just I mean, I think I should like override the equality, like the equal compare here. I think I tried to turn this into a record before, but then I think it had like some issues with the save into the database or something. I think we could just overload the equal. But for now, let's just try to. So here we're gonna do row. That's not different, is it? Maybe. Okay, again, let me just try. Let's just do row column. And here we're just gonna do int row, int column. Here we're gonna do slots dot where. Let's move it down here. Where better coordinates dot row index close row and next dot column index equals column. Actually, we just do first here. Okay. Let's see if again I don't think it's gonna solve, but I'm running out of ideas like this. And I saw some errors here, but let me. It might just be from like moving out of the battle out of nowhere. Okay, this one worked. I mean, I understand, but I don't. Like, I understand that the battle coordinates is the source of truth. But in my mind, the other should work as well. Anyway, let's do this properly with the coordinates. So if we do can delete this here. Delete this. But now I think we need to go to our server and get battle coordinates. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly how to do the equality operator. Let me ask ChatGPT here. C#. Please add the equality operator override. Damn, why is... I thought it was just gonna be one of these. Ah, no, okay. I mean, I understand this and this. What is get hash code used for? I think like in some lists or inside like they use this, right? Okay, dictionary hash set. Okay, so it makes sense to override this as well. Okay, this is... No, actually, let me, just in case, let me ask some other AI. I don't know if I'm getting bamboozled here. but it makes sense. I mean, the way they did the hash is so different than the other one. I mean, actually, I don't think we should override the hash. Just if you want, let like whatever C# handles like you would usually do. So I think we just override the other ones. So we don't override the hash here. I know, but it's complaining that it's not overriding the hash code. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? So let's rerun this. So now we actually, instead of doing this, we create a var coordinates, a new battle coordinates, with battlefield.id row column, and here we just compare if these x coordinates is equal to our coordinates. Oh shit, using Visual Studio hotkeys. Man, I wonder if there was something that like fucked me up before. Let's see what does Control K does. Control K. Is a commit. I don't think anything got committed, right? Just went to this window, right? So if I do Control K, yeah, just selecting everything. Okay, that's not that bad. I mean, but it's kind of close to being bad. Okay, anyway, so here we're actually passing our battle coordinates. We do a first or default, and we do a new check here. And here we pass our coordinates. Okay, let's check if it's still working. Let's go here, which makes more sense. Okay, still reversed, the battle's still playing. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, it's a common problem. Okay, so I think we can close this. Probably not gonna do anything else here on the slot. I mean, let's just move this here from our, and actually we don't want our coordinate label. Remove this, remove, delete. This is the extract method. Hey Leo, welcome back. Yeah, I just fixed the reverse grid thing. Just to extract method, place, position, effect. And the issue, well, let me, yeah, I just needed to get from the coordinates. So here, see, before I was doing like added combatant, basically like this. See, with the eye from the team, but need to get it from the actual coordinates, and then everything. But I cleaned up a bit. I mean, I was even drawing this whole. See, I had the whole stack here, how the thing operate. I even create some like equality comparison with like these battle coordinates. As I say, I feel like I think this should be a record in my opinion. But from what I remember last time I tried, like the whole the Mongo didn't like that, like so was not able to like serialize or whatever. So yeah, anyway, it's I'm just finished cleaning up here, and then I'll move to the meteor thing. I think it's gonna look really cool. Yeah, even more, for example, like this stuff here was like inside the call. And to be honest, like this here already, that's kind of ugly. I think I should. I'm not a big fan of like just getting the thing from these singletons. I should be using like some dependency injector, or this shouldn't be here. I don't know, but well, like again, like I'll try to balance basic like refactor a little bit, but I keep moving on. It's more like like sculpting, right? Like you don't go and like refactor the eye of the statue until it's perfect. Like you kind of keep doing like passes until like the shapes are more clear, and then keep doing that again and again. So anyway, this is good here. I will now commit. What is it here? No, what is here? Let's do reverse grid. And now we can do our meteor. So I want to add the cards jumping, and I want to move away from animations. It's like here, yeah, before I have this meteor here that right now it's falling using this animation. So I can keep playing this animation. The problem with animations is that I want every meteor to be, let's say, on a spawn in a different angle, and like do something slightly different depending on the position of the battle, and that is quite hard to do with animations. So I will move back to using twin. Do you have time to show how you generated the asset? Which asset? This meteor here? I mean it's on the stream, but I don't know how. I can, okay, I can run through real quick, so you don't need to search and watch like 2 hours of me banging my head against the wall trying to do this shit. Ah, you mean the cards? Uh, do you have time to show how you generate this? Okay. Yeah, I should. Okay, it's a good time. I can show you. Um, here I think here's gonna be a bit more clear if I open the 2D version. Let's go here, card. So you see here, like see there is this background. See, I can hide the background, can hide the model, and all of these. So these two were AI generated, right? So I would go to an AI like ChatGPT, and I would. So let's say here I would prompt something like. I mean, I'll try like many prompts, but basic would be like a fire, a griffin, yeah, fire griffin, and I would make sure that if to get with the transparent background as much as possible. But like normally the AIs, they're not that good to doing that. Like they're getting better. ChatGPT is pretty good at making transparent backgrounds, but I would go to a software like Photoshop, GIMP, now a Pixie editor, whatever. I would make sure this is a transparent card. So here this will be most of it, and then there is the layer here. So everything. So you have the level. There is the where the here in this box here. So let's say the abilities, which are also on in it's also like somewhat layer. So like there is the image here with the, if you look here, this is the icon, and here's the label, right? The number, and there are themes. So like it's quite a structure here to do the card. That's what I'm saying. Like there's a but the main point is like background, model, and then abilities, elements, name, and the stats. You see the stats, they are populated during runtime. So, well, actually I shouldn't have Yeah, it's just a bunch. In Godot, it's called these containers that you're talking. It's called scenes. So see like this icon here. So let's say this ability is a container. So it's a scene. It's called the abilities scene. And then you hear like each icon this it's these like pre-made things. So for example, the stat, uh because it's the thing that is gonna be changing, right? Because like when if I play the battle here, you see when the card takes damage, the stats is gonna change. It's gonna like do some animation. It's gonna become red or green. So it's the stats a bit more complex and and it's also different because like there is a physical, elemental, speed, armor, and health, and they all have like they don't have the same background, right? So if I go, for example, here, you see that the stats, one is like have the blue background, one is like red, and there's also see like two tips, and so yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that is generated like through code. Okay, Leo says, so I don't need to program the backend for the UI elements since Godot has existing systems for the UI. Yeah, I mean, Godot, the engine has like a bunch of like things that you can use out of the box. Like but you need to kind of follow. You see, like you have these like you need to do scenes, and then you put scripts, and in the case of C#, so if you look here, for example, see this ability icon, it has a bunch of nodes. So for example, if I want to add a node here, see like these are all the nodes that Godot has available. So for example, for doing whatever, let's say the UI, they have a bunch of like text input, like texture stuff, sliders, panels, whatever. So it has the basic stuff, but then you kind of need to customize. And if you want to expand the functionality, so for example, in this case here, this ability icon, see it's a control. If I go in the code here, see this control, like I didn't wrote this. If I go here to the definition, see this is a Godot stuff, right? But you see, like I can just inherit that class, like this Godot components. Like it's just something that it's just a class at the end of the day, and then you can inherit, and then you can expand your functionality here. That's basically how it works. Yeah, let me know if you have more, if that was clear, if you have more questions. What else? But and you see, for example, when I hover, just one more thing, for example, when I hover over the card, you see that the background is moving. Like then you have like shaders, so it's not just an image as well. You have like shaders that modifies the images. Wait, what are you asking? Is this your full-time job? Oh, I mean, yes, technically. Like, I had a job before, but for maybe like a couple of years now, like, I'm basically just trying to do this game dev, and I'm getting close to, I think to a point where I will be able to sustain myself. But right now, like, yeah, it's not great. Like I'm not making any income, and it's kind of painful. But I already have like the setup here to get paid. And in fact, like I even expect like pretty soon gonna have like a decent sale, like but it's not really like, I mean, if I sell this out, basically if I sell this this alpha sale, then I should be good. I should be good for, I don't know, for at least like 6 months, and not only like for me to not have to go find a job, but to continue working on the game and have the the money to do marketing and to put it into the pool of the game. So this should be fine. But like, I mean, it's still, the game is still not where I want it to be. That's my point. Like, still miss like this main thing, like this 3D battle vertically, very important, and the game needs to be more stable. Like, there's still like so many bugs, especially related when like playing with the pool. I mean, here you cannot see, but if I go what is the fonts? I mean, if you go on the live version, if you play like, actually, I mean, I can go real quick. I'll show you the live version. So let me just go. Let me go here, config. Let's go to each. Have you made the Kickstarter campaign? No, so the thing with Kickstarter, like the and again, like maybe you might think it's a mistake, but I'm really trying to do 100% crypto. I don't want to touch fiat, and I don't know if you know fiat, but like I don't want to touch dollars or yen or yuan or taiba, whatever. Like I want everything to be done with crypto, and you can't do that on Kickstarter. Anyway, let me go here. But my point's like, I don't even, I'm not even starting like marketing, because again, like I'm only gonna do that even if it was Kickstarter. I want the game to be in a better position than it is right now. I mean, I'm streaming. Like, this is not part of the marketing. This is just, again, me trying. I want this to be recorded. I want all the progress, and I wish I have started this sooner, but I want to see exactly. It's easy for me also to see, like, if I'm wasting my time, like doing stupid shit, like, and just to see the progress of the game. Like, how long does it take to implement a feature? And then later, when I decide to do the market, you still have everything recorded, even if nobody watched the stream. Player could go and see, like, okay, like this is like, it's a transparent development, like a constant, always happening. You can, let's say, like, can hop around. You can contribute. Like, you can create cards. You can give suggestions. You can ask questions. Okay, do you have a specific coin in mind? Like, are you gonna utilize USDT stablecoin or use a human-based game tokens? Should the game inspire the Summoner's War? I don't know this game, Summoner Wars. Like, sounds very generic. Summoner's Wars. I mean, this looks a bit more turn-based. I don't know if it's an auto battler, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't played this game, so I couldn't answer your other question. So, do you have a specific one in mind? Yeah, I mean, it's already implemented, but again, I don't know how reliable it is. Like, look here, look how many tokens are already. Like, the game has no token. Like, there's no token on the blockchain. You just you use any, like, any coin, any like big crypto that's already existing, right? Not only to get the token in game, or if you, let's say, if you play the game and you like do well, right? Like, you're very skilled, and then or your trading cards or whatever it is, you can go here. I mean, and this is not implemented, but the idea is to, once you do the profile, you should just be able to go here, withdraw, and choose the, like, put whatever address from whatever coin you want to withdraw. Just click here and then done. So like, that's the thing, like, don't, the game is not tied to any blockchain. There's no, oh, you need to create a, need to have like Ethereum wallet, or whatever you have set up. Like, this should accommodate 99% of the people that uses crypto already. In fact, you don't even, technically, for people that don't want to deal with crypto, I mean, at least like not own their own keys, like they could just do straight from the exchange, right? You can see like this would like basically generate, they will click here, generate a QR code, and then can come from like the centralized exchange direct to the game, or vice versa, right? Get from the game back to the centralized exchange. It's a mobile auto play gacha game, I think. Okay. Anyway, is that crypto trading feature already working? Yeah. So again, like, this is not a crypto trading. So like, you cannot trade crypto. You can. The thing is to buy the alpha pre-sale, or when the game launches, to actually buy these crystals, and that's it. Like, that's the only thing to get in the game. In fact, again, like, the alpha pre-sale is gonna be gone. But see that the divine energy, like, that's it. Like, there's no battle pass, no promotion or anything. It should, like, in my mind, this here should be the only thing to get from the game. So again, like, not trading crypto, you're just getting this divine energy from the game with crypto, and then converting it back. And yes, this one here, it is working, but again, like, it was not battle tested. So for example, this one here, I did like a trust transaction here. My friend also did a trust transaction with Solana. They both worked, and you see the value, I think it was like $2 instead of the 50 here. Right? But like, this is marked as finished. This one worked. The Solana one also worked. But I can't just, for example, let me, whatever, like Litecoin. Let me clear here. Let's go Litecoin. Like, see, I just click here. It takes a little bit, maybe a good 5 seconds. But yeah, see, like, this is, and this is on the live vision, like, of the game. Right, this is not me local, right? Like, in fact, let me see if no, okay, maybe the Mu was playing. Is it safe to expose the token address under the QR? Yeah, so because like here, this address, it's just a receiving address. So for example, let's say you want to buy an alpha token here. You would go to your account and you would create, let's say you want to pay with Litecoin, like here. You generate this QR code, and then if you transfer this amount to this address, you would get the alpha token in the game, right? If somebody sees this address, like, what can they do? Like, there's no money there. And if you send it, again, you don't own the keys to the address. Like, there is, in this case, would be my problem now. But again, this is just a public key. Like, this is not the private, this is not the secret. In let's say here, let's say you show your, let's say you're streaming the game, and then you have this address here, and then somebody would see your address. That could be a problem. Maybe that's a good note. Maybe I should make this, I mean, again, like, I didn't do this profile, but maybe this field should be like hidden until you click to show, right? Because if somebody sees your address, then they could, let's say, do some blockchain analysis and then see how much money you have. So, but again, like, they still cannot get your crypto, but they would just be able to see how much money you have, which is a problem. And actually, that's why I'm a big fan of Monero. In the case of Monero here, if they saw your address here, again, don't quote me on this, but from my understanding, it's not a problem at all. That's completely whatever. Like they can see your addresses, they cannot see anything. They cannot see who you traded with, they cannot see how much your balance is. So I don't know if the answer is your question. But let me show this other mode here, because like this is basically gonna be, I think, the most interesting mode to play solo, while like, because like to play like an MMO, like you need to have a lot of people, right, to do like guild stuff, or if we have like some I don't know, like world bosses or tournaments. So like that's kind of stuff more way for the future. But for now, I mean, you can still challenge people, and like and there is like this fonts event here. Actually, that's what I was gonna show you. See, so there's these events. So in these times here, this is local time, right? But during this time, if you go to this area, so for example here would see, like if I click on this area saying, okay, to enter here you need to pay a tribute, but then there is this pool here and this is when it's gonna open. So if you stay here, like when the event is running, if you stay here for a percentage of the event, then you're gonna get a share of the pool, and you can see the pool here. And then the idea is to have like different sizes of pools, so like the noobs can play with the noobs, like the whales can play with the whales, right? But you see, like this is already, again, like technically it's working, but again, it's not battle tested. Like I bet if there's like 100 people playing this, like everything's gonna, it could be very buggy. So that's why, again, like that's why I'm trying to improve it here. But then there's this other mode I'm just gonna show real quick. Again, I'm not gonna, like, this can take a while, but I think it's kind of fun, which is to, like, you select your cards and you place here, right? Like, I mean, here I don't need to think so much, it's just against one guy. And then let's say, okay, I'll just let it, actually, let me speed it up here. But then see on the next stage, so now I can choose either to get a new card, see, like, they're level 1, or I can level up the cards that I already have. Let's see, in this run I have these 3 cards that are all level 1. I'll just get another card here. Let's say Kavan. So now I'll go to stage 2, you see, and then now you, like, the idea is that you're gonna be facing like stronger and stronger opponents, but it's all PvE, right? Like it's not very, it's not that challenging in the sense that, because again, like the PvP is kind of like back and forth, right? Like you pick a card, I pick a card, you pick a card. I don't think anybody's gonna be online at this time here for me to show, but anyway, let me just lose on purpose here, just so you see the reward that I was talking about. So here I lost. You see, then I'm placed on the leaderboard here, and you see there's these rewards. So if there are more people, and that's one of the ways to earn for free, right? So like you see, you don't need to own any cards, because you get the cards as you progress, and then they all reset when you start a new run. For example, here I will start a new run. See, I have like 0 cards, and I need to, let's say I need to pick 3 more cards. So every time this resets, so see, like you don't need to put any money in the game, you can play for free. And if you're skilled enough and you stay on top of the leaderboard, you can actually make money. Let me see what I say. Okay, this seems very fun. It should be a raid boss type card that is a single card that can wipe the whole team. I mean, the game should still be balanced, but sure. Like, I mean, the closest what we have right now, you see this in this, if we go here on the map, see there's some maps here that have this font icon, which by the way we should replace. So that's where we have these fonts events, and only in this area And this we didn't implement, but this Ruby Garden should be available only when the font is active. So for example, what you could do as well in this area, it's PvP. So if somebody challenges you, like, you cannot decline. And if you lose, like, you get kicked out of the this area. So for example, maybe people that want to farm this card, right? And then it's probably gonna be an expensive card because you say like you are forced to fight like PvP with other players. Even if to get this card is PvE, you need to kind of control the area which you'll be facing people. So this is the closest what we have of a boss right now. But I mean, I have like a bunch of ideas to make like world bosses and dungeon raids. But again, like I'm trying to keep things viable as well. Again, like I'm developing this shit like alone. So maybe if we have more people, can speed this up. But for now, if players don't buy cards, what will be the cash sink since you need your currency to be depleting? Since you need your currency to be okay. So the way it works, this is based on the pool, right? So this is not fixed. So for example, let's say if no one is buying, I mean, here we're essentially like emulating, yeah, while still alpha, but like when the game is functioning, if people are buying let's say divine energy, then the pool keeps getting bigger, right? But let's say nobody buys any card, then yeah, the pool is gonna be super small here, and yeah, then it's kind of, let's say like the game is essentially dead in the sense that but the idea is like, okay, so why should players buy the cards? Because like, let's say even though there is some modes that you need to play that you can play for free, right? But I mean, the game is still fun. So let's say if you want to keep progressing, so let's say if you want to level up your cards, it is fun. Like again, you're playing, you're getting like stronger and stronger, and if you want, for example, to, let's say, participate in these fonts, or let's say raid bosses or tournaments, whatever gonna have it, like you need to have your own cards. So in that case, like you, again, like you don't necessarily need to put money, but my point is like somebody needs to. And if there are like enough people that put money, that, because like in a way that's almost like translated to things like convenience, right? For example, maybe you can play for free. If you're really good, maybe you can go to some difficult area, right? And because like even with lower level cards, you can fight in these like more difficult areas. You get the cards, sell the card on the market, and then use the money from the sale of the card to get more cards and sell it again. And then the whatever, some rich dude that just want to play the game, let's say he just want to focus on PvP and don't want to do like the PvE, he's essentially paying for convenience for you to farm the cards. Or maybe he's not as good as a player, so he's not as efficient as getting cards. So if maybe just buying the cards directly, it makes more sense, right? Like, so anyway, that's kind of the, but yeah, okay, you say, okay, I see how it is now. It's a marketplace of Persona type of cards if played Persona. I saw my friends playing Persona, but I don't remember. The drop rates needs to be abysmal. No, I mean, no, it doesn't need to be. So, because if like the way the card level, like I already thought about this. So see, the cards go to level 20, right? So, and you need to merge 3 to go to the next level, right? So if you merge 3 level 1s, let me see if I have some. Yeah, for example, here, see, I have like 3000 something of this card. So if I merge here, see, I convert like 3000 something level 1 to 1000 something for level 2. No, it's fine not to fail, because like look at the math. Like if you do the math, see, then I have a 1000. Here it goes to like 370 level 4, right? 133. If you do the math, how many cards you need to level to max level is 3 power 19, which is around like 1.1 billion cards. So I designed this to, I don't expect anybody to get a max level card, at least not anytime soon, right? Like maybe somebody, if the game is super successful and it's a, maybe after 5 years, maybe somebody has like a level of max, or maybe some of the most common cards, like sure. What to say? But players love to gamble. The idea of exclusivity is what's out. So, but that's the thing. I'm very against exclusivity. If it's just a red drop, that's fine. And sure, like again, like if maybe some world boss, like for example, one of my favorite games, maybe even my favorite game, is called Ragnarok Online. And there the bosses, there was a 1 in 10,000 chance to drop the boss card. And the effect was like normally very OP. But and the boss was on a timer. So for example, let's say the boss would spawn every hour. So even if you would kill the boss on spawn, it would still like on average take you like, I don't know, like 2 years to get those cards, right? And this is for everybody, right? Because like you don't have instance, so like the world boss is for everybody. So if somebody kills the boss, like nobody can kill it again. So yeah, so this rare cards I think is so, like, you even know the guy, oh, like this like Billy Bob here, he has the, let's say the golden teeth bug card. Like you everybody in the server is gonna know him. I think this is similar as well with like let's say in World of Warcraft, there was like mounts that were like really rare drops, and you could like be like flying around and everybody's like, oh, like you have the really cool mount. So yeah, I want to do something like that, but not for the normal cards. Like again, like I'm trying to reserve for more like boss type things. But I mean, what I have right now, because for example, you see like even the chance of appearing. So let's say if we go back here, if you look at the chance of the Guardian appearing, it's already kind of low. And then there's the chance, and it can be adjusted as well, of the card. So you can definitely control how rare. Again, like I don't want to make this like 1 in 10,000 for even for these Guardians for normal cards. But yes, I agree that like rare drops, like very unique stuff is cool. What I disagree when it's something that is exclusive, like 100% exclusive, that affects gameplay. So in these games, like they do a lot. Let's say like they you need to buy this battle pass, and then you have this like super OP item, and then it's like it's gone and you can never have it again. This like I'm very against of. I think it's okay if it does not affect gameplay, but even that and that's why, for example, when I decided to do this like alpha thing, I still had like this is not ideal. If I live in like utopia, I don't think I would have this alpha pre-sale, because like giving like these like very minor things is more like this like let's say a card back or the color to customize your things, and this would be exclusive. Like again, this doesn't affect gameplay at all. But I don't know, as I say, it's just because like people really like it, and again, like the game still needs to be funded somehow. I'm already going this very difficult route of trying to do like with pure crypto and with all other developers for now. So I think but I think it's fair. That's my point. I think it's a fair compromise, and I think it's a we'll see. Like again, if the game is really stable and fun, everybody have a good time. Like I think this is gonna be a very good deal. And in fact, but that's one of the reasons I also like limited. So like to not, so I don't, I would say like take a step bigger than I can, or like bite more than I can chew. If that makes sense. And even a bunch of stuff that I'm talking about, like it's not even, it's more like this dream. For example, I said about like trading on the market, but I don't know if you were here when I showed, I think yesterday, like for example, the trading the game here, it's peer-to-peer, right? So I can go in, I can go and trade whatever, some card with let's say the Moor, and I can trade with other people at the same time. But the market I want, in fact, like not just the market, like the buildings. Like I have a bunch of ideas for like buildings that I want people to build, and that includes the market. And then whoever builds the market, like they are the owners of the market, right? So for example, people can still trade peer-to-peer, but it's more convenient to do in the market. But whoever, like the people that built it, they can set some fees, and then they collect there's some marketing fee that goes to the people that build it, not to the game developers. Anyway, does that make sense? That's why I got addicted to MMOs RPG, chasing the rare drops. Yeah, I mean, okay, I think I talked about that. Yeah, let me go back to my local version here to continue development. And this AC is like, it's from top of my right arm, so my right arm is freezing, but I'm still sweating. Hey, Kodama. Yeah, Kodama, I'll continue to speak in English, yeah? Yeah, but good to see you first time here. Yeah, I started streaming, I don't know, 5 days ago. Yeah, my plan is now to be streaming every, like if I'm working on the game, I'll be streaming. And yeah, basic tools, so we can have everything recorded, like track the progress and everything. Okay, did you get any, what was it, like a YouTube recommendation, or? I know, because like you subscribed to the channel before, right? I guess. Yeah, but once I mean, I don't know, maybe in a month or two, when I have enough video stuff, then enough footage, I will start doing actual videos with like probably like a 5-minute videos. That is a lot easier for the like the average gamer to see. Okay, showed up in your actual feed. Okay, that is interesting. I mean, I'm not tracking so much what's going on. Again, like to be honest, like I was expecting like 0 people to watch, and again, like I told, like I was just trying to record it because like I thought about just not streaming and just recording locally, but man, like that it's a lot of space. Like every stream is like dozens of gigabytes of video, and again, maybe there was like on an off chance that some people would watch it. Okay, I was saying the algo is blessing you. It seems this also. Okay, you Leo, you also got shown like randomly from the algorithm. I mean, if that's the case, that's interesting to. Because like, I don't know, like I think I mean I thought, because again my plan was like, yeah, if somebody comes and asks, I'll show the game, I'll show around or show what I'm doing, but like I was just gonna assume nobody's watching. I'm just gonna be doing the development, like the boring stuff, right? Like, and you see like just being stuck for like 1 hour on some stupid shit for some learning some coding thing that I don't know. Anyway, I'll go back here. So actually, let me just show Kodama real quick. Kodama, what I'm trying to do here is I mean you played the game before, so I'm just trying to move away from the horizontal battle and 2D and make it all 3D and vertical. So that's what I have so far. Like there's like some camera movement here, and then like some. I mean, right now you even see some a meteor. You see the cards flipping. The cards can jump if I click there. Was the expectation view going very well? Almost 30 people already. 30. I don't even see. I cannot even see the how many people are watching. I mean, I guess I could if I go, because like the way I'm using Restream to stream on Twitch and YouTube. Is it here live? Okay, 24. Yeah, that's the way to see, because like the setup is in my other laptop, which is kind of far away. I cannot keep seeing how many people are watching, or and especially if it's like YouTuber and Twitch. I don't know how to get Twitch. 1 hour gamer. I'm still here. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and there's like people chatting as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think on Twitch there are many people. That's yeah, 0 people on Twitch, because I think, yeah, on Twitch I don't think, what do you call, like there's no algorithm, right, to push like people need to scroll here. And actually, I mean, something that I still want to do is actually put the thumbnail, because if it's just like this like black background, I think it should be something more like this, right? Like showing like the actual, maybe put like the Godot logo and some nice picture from the game. Yeah. But anyway, let me go back here. Yeah, so I'm trying to do now, let's say like I have this meteor that is falling on, it's part of one environmental effect. I just did this, whatever, this shitty fire here today, but now I'm controlling animations, but I will delete this. Let me delete this already. Let me call it model. Here. So it's Yeah, I think there is no way. I think I'll just need to be I didn't want to be creating a bunch of scripts, but I think there's no way around it. I'll have to do. And every time I have like, I don't know if like Linux with like the NVIDIA GPU, like when I have the particle effect in my screen, the image keeps flickering. Anyway, I have these base VFX here. But again, this was because I was doing the animation. So what I'm gonna do, I will actually just have to create a, let's say, mini meteor script. So let me remove this here. Let's delete this base VFX. Let's create a script. And then here I will get the model, and then I'll do the animations with a twin. That's the model, ready. Model equals get node. It's a node 3D. Model 3D. Model. So here what I'm gonna do is like I will var twin. So we just need a twin that falls. Let's get and here we'll get a mini meteor. What is a good twin that we did already? I think in our attack event handler. Yeah, we do have this attack twin. Display, okay, probably something like display ability. Let's just get this. Let's do this here. So instead of scene, we're gonna do model. And whatever. For now, just do one. But what we're gonna do is like we want to this to go to 0. So we're gonna do vector 0. And we want to set the random position. So we're gonna do var ng equals new random ng dot next. Let's say from 0 from minus. Let's just exaggerate here just so we can see properly. So we're gonna do model dot position plus equal vector. I don't know if there's a way. No, I think I just need to do vector position equals of new vector 3. So actually, let's put this here on the X. And we do the same here for Z. So we do x, model dot position y, z. So this line here will basically position the meteor somewhere randomly. And then if it, given that it's gonna go to the center, so it's gonna go on an angle, right? And every meteor is gonna be slightly different. So I think it's gonna look cooler. And when it finishes, we can just actually we don't even kill free the model, we just kill free everything. Why is he complaining? Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is weird. Ah, no, okay. Because then I will need to remove the parentheses as well. I mean, it could be, but not you see, Kodama, the animation is for the meteor falling from the environment effect. You see, let me I'll finish this in like 30 seconds, then I'll play the game. Ah, no, but I still need to. I think I need to have the base, man. Okay, I deleted already. Anyway, for now, let me just. Yeah, let's create the. Let's redo. Actually, can I do here base effects? Let me go back. And then here we'll make it the base effects. Wait, what did I do again? No, not this. Not here. This one here should be base effects. And here what we're gonna do, we're gonna call finished. Why can't, I think I need to do protected. No, okay, I just need to call finish, and I don't think I don't need to delete this. So yeah, I'll just do finish. Yeah, so now when the finish, then task result, everything should be fine. Okay, let me run the game and you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, this feels a bit off. I think maybe all of this can just be inside the meteor and I don't even need to run the model, but I can do this later. Let me show you the I mean, I just started with this because I think this represents like a difficult environmental effect to do. So for example, if I go here, let's remove these cards here to make it a bit faster. So, but what I'm doing is this one here. See this meteor shower. See at the end of the round, you 1 to 5 physical damage to 1 to 5 random positions. So this at the end of every round, it should show meteor falling on like on the card's head, and then they're taking damage and everything. And ideally, the fire cards and the earth cards are immune. And there's something is broken. Start change event. I Man, I think I need to figure out this again. Every time I do like some rollback here, it just messes up the whole thing. Anyways, that 24. Saying that the combatant is no. Man, I wonder, because again, like what I had to do. Let me just run the thing again, just so you'll see. But like, I will probably have to go fix some shit. But like, I think there is a chance that it's my work, because like what I did before. Nah. I had to revert, like invert this this grid here. And I think that's what's messing up now. I think the somewhere else in the code it's confused on how to get the combatant. But let me try. Let's say something very simple. I don't know, it feels like it feels like it was running fine until I did the reverse here on the git on this base VFX. Because yeah, the battle was playing fine even when I was showcasing. Yeah, why is this one running fine? Ah, okay. I think no, but even when I did the training grounds, I think this was also. Man, let me look at the. Go back to the screen, and in fact, I can kind of show you the effects here. Man, let me look at like hidden. I'm not gonna be able to see, but anyway, I just want to see right here, right before was the last battle I played here. This was the one with the bug, right? Yeah. So let's get the last. Here. Yeah, like this was moving. Ah, no, but this was the history. Okay, maybe it was not fine. Maybe I was just confused because I was just running the history, and also I was playing in the live server. Yeah, but here, no, here is reversed already. Here, it's reversed and it's playing fine. Man. Yeah, maybe it's this one. Because I think Godot uses this like UID behind the scenes. I don't know if when I reverted and create a new one, if they messed up something else. Yeah, something like this. But man, like, shit. I don't know if I can debug this. Okay, we didn't do much. Like, let's just... With just this mini meteor things here, right? Yeah, fuck it. I'll just nuke the whole thing again and just do the whole thing again. Because like for real, like I think it's gonna be faster than me trying to understand what is going on. Man, delete. Can I? Okay. Whole thing's nuked. Oh, no, but this got from no. Just delete it. Okay, let's try to run, see if how it was before. No, okay, not this. We need to run. Let's create another team. I'm gonna use this card here because like it doesn't have an attack, so you can just instead of seeing, I want the cards to be alive for a while. But I also don't. I want cards that are not fire. Man, still same problem, and now I don't even have the. But I'm not like, man, like I don't know. I don't understand Rider. This is this ID here. I don't think I never had this problem before when I was using GitHub desktop. Because like here, for example, this. Oh no, okay, this is the old version. Yeah, I don't know. Kodama, sorry, I don't. This I don't think I'll be able to show the meteor. You maybe you need to look at the. This might take a while. Might need to look at the history of the stream. Okay, so yeah, eventually I'll get there. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Okay, so let's go. I mean, I think because like the last change we did was this, so let's do. No, okay, let me not revert. If I just do here on the battlefield, or on the arena actually, not reverse this, and let's see if it's still gonna, if that's the problem. Yeah. So I mean, but at least okay, Koda, maybe you can see the meteor now. But I mean, it's not gonna look as, still not gonna have the random stuff that we did before. But yeah, see this, I don't know, this just the spheres falling. It doesn't. I mean, it adjusts the velocity, the lightning, and again, like I want to do all of these programmatically instead of with animations. But see, this is just illustrating this effect here. Man, I thought this grid reversal was done already. So I think whatever I did here was not great. And then, as I told, like I still didn't fully understand why. Like, I understand that the problem is around here, but I don't understand why this would not work. I mean, as assuming I had the old function here. The old function was basically it is second index slots index dot add combatant. Like this is, that's my point. In my mind, this should work. What I think it happened, I think I probably made two mistakes, and you know, like two wrongs make a right. And then I would see the cards reversed, but under the hood, everything was screwed. Or we could just be, let's say this is correct. Let's go now to the stat. Stat change. Yeah, 24. Because like basically we're not able to find this combatant. See this get combatant by the coordinates. Okay, I guess if we just do, again, we just do the same treatment. So we don't even do this index, we just do, we do slots. So actually let's do bar slot for these. So this we do first or default, where x dot battle coordinates equals coordinates, and then if slot is no, return no. Okay, that was it. It was not as painful as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna spend another 30 minutes in this shit. But fine. I just lost whatever we did with the meteor. But I guess it's good practice and do it again. Let me commit this again just in case. Uh, reverse fix. No. Read reversal fix. And I mean, if for example, if I probably should have searched at least how to do the stash the changes instead of having to delete. But whatever, it's gonna be a lot faster now. So we're gonna have mini meteor. Gonna delete the animation player. Gonna actually let's just don't even have this model. Let's just put everything here. Delete node 3D. Instead of so this base VFX, we keep it. We just we don't kill free. We just this inlined. Now we're gonna create a new script. So here we remove this. We add an actual mini meteor, which inherits from base FX. Do already. Bar tween. Create tween. We do tween dot tween tween property. Tween property this position. What was it? Speed and duration, right? And then tween finished. We're gonna call finish, and then we're gonna kill free then. No, I guess we can kill free on finish then. Let's go back here. Fine. Let's go back. Mini meteor. Okay. And we want to do so var x. Why should we do var rng equals new random? We do x equal rng dot next minus 3 3. We do this with z. Actually, no. This one is not the speed. This is the var destination equals vector 3 0, and we want our origin. No, it's not the origin. We just do position equals new vector 3 x position dot y z here. Here's actually, can I tween property? Oh no, object property final value duration. So yeah, here is the destination, and yeah, let's just double check. Do we have in our don't need this, don't need this, we don't need this as well. What is our meteor shower? The mini meteor. Okay, this should work already. We probably want the duration to be a lot lower though. I think it was like 0.75. But let's do this so we can configure later. So speed equals 0.75 f. Let's call this speed. Okay, back to where we were before deleting everything. Oh, this went to the arena. So they all went. Because I need to instantiate that on the combatant. What is Meteor Shower? Meteor Shower. Yeah, instead of doing arena, we need to do here on our target. Here, target. Target.headshot. And what we want to do, that's probably going to be harder, but let's see. I also want the card to jump. So when we do finish, let's get our, what is our card animator here? So this I want to launch. Here, in theory, I'll comment this out. I think we want to do the other way with await to, this is the async task. But again, we might not want to wait. No, I think it's gonna be screwing the position. I think we always want to await, or else it's can create some problems. So this is a signal. Is it twin? So twin finished. And then we do is launching false. Let's see if this one works. And then here in our mini meteor, when the meteor finishes, so in our, what is our meteor shower? And meteor shower. This mini meteor will wait, and then once this hits, instead of setting as complete, then we're gonna do target. Let me copy this here, put it here so I don't, guys, just set result. We're gonna do target dot card animator dot launch. Oh wait, can we do? So actually we want to create a new function here. So it's gonna await the launch and then it's gonna set a perfect set the result. Let's try it. So what I'm expecting is like the meteor is gonna come, hit the card in the center, the card's gonna jump. Once the card lands back, then the battle should continue. Okay. Successful. But then the thing, I guess everybody died, right? The battle is over or no? Some problem. Okay. Yeah, it looks cool. Like you can actually see stuff moving, but again, I'm not sure what I did here is valid. See, in the twin attempt to connect non-existing signal finish. I think it's called. I think it's just called finish because it's the GD script version. Wait, what is the? Why did I wait? Why did I do the wait? Oh, no, it was in the launch, right? So card animator. Here, I think it might be called just like this, finished. I need to, let me try here. But in the meantime, I can go on the documentation and twin or twinner. I will just open both. Twin, C sharp. What are the signals here? Yeah, finished. Loop finished, step finished. Yep. Let's see if this works. And I think I'll need to watch on the stream to see the replay in slow motion. It's something, I think all the cards at level 20. Not sure if this is intentional as well. Boom. Yeah, okay. Continue. Yeah, okay. It was just lowercase. Man, this is starting to look cool. Here. I just go live. Yes, so yeah, like yeah, even the position, it was kind of random, but they're still very close. I think I need to make them way higher, like to look like it's an actual meteor. This almost feels like the meteor is almost there already. Cannot be too high as well to go off screen, but like easily double the distance. Then the card, I'm not okay, no, I was gonna say I'm not seeing many flipping this way, but this one is. Yeah, but I think it's very, now it's very clear, right? Because like, and that's my main thing that I'm doing here. Like the point is like the battle should be perfectly understandable. So in this case, you should be able to see the meteor, and so not only you can see the meteor hitting, you see the cards going up, but then the cards are immune. In this case, the fire and earth cards, which are the Lorcanix and Shin, like they don't move. So even if you, let's say, don't really pay attention to the meteor, it's oh, who got hit? Like this should be visible here. So let's just, in our mini meteor here, let's set this so just final adjustment here in our meteor. Now that we are here, we can put our height. So let's just do whatever for now. Let's do and configure here. So we're gonna do a float height. I'll just do like this height. Equals, I don't know, let's try 10. And then instead of 0 here, let's try 10. And we want, what else I said I wanted to do? I don't know, let's just play again. But I think we're kind of done here, like at least with this. With the meteor, we can try to do some other stuff now. See from my notes here what else I wanted to do. We think blockers, we did that. So far we don't necessarily need to use the list like I was thinking about. Meteor plus random launch. I mean, we end up doing with the meteor shower instead of the meteor, but I mean it's essentially the same. We remove the card background. I mean, I don't know if I should be doing the thumbnail for the stream on the stream. So let's just try to do the cool attack animation then, and probably call it a day. It's almost midnight. Wait, why is the Shin not positioned? Ah yeah, the level 20, like why are all the cards level 20? This looks off. But it might just be okay, let me pay attention to the meteor again. Or maybe the battle's gonna end before. Yeah, it comes from really high now, basically. Oh. But I think it looks better, right? Boom. I mean, probably want some explosion, but okay, now the thing is so high that the random position, you can barely see the angle. Maybe I mean, we can try a lot more than, let's say, like 3. We can do... No, we're just doing 1. That's why I was like, man, it's almost the same. Yeah, I think it was... I'm gonna do this random just 1. Let's put another here, so offset. And try 5. And this should be... No, I think we can do... So next double. No, but then how I would do... Because the next double goes from 0 to 1. No, okay, fine. It's okay to do it. And I wonder why the... So if we go training grounds... I mean, don't... There's a custom stage. I think I probably just set like to 20. I thought, from what I remember, I was setting to 12, but I mean, maybe to 20 or max. Nah, whatever. I'm not gonna spend time here. Let's try to do the cool attack. So here in the card animator, here we already set not the card animator, combatant animator. We have these 2 types of attacks, so the normal attack and the opportunity. So let's set this here to opportunity for now. I mean, unless we're calling already with normal, then... Wait, I cannot see the... I cannot see the usage. And this rider. Here, attack. Okay, I'm not passing anything. So... let's just default this to opportunity, and then let's try to make this... So my idea is like, I want the card to go to like go up a bit, kind of not necessarily halfway, maybe even like 1/3, and it goes a bit slower, basically kind of like preparing the attack, and then poof, like does like a charge. So here, let's say we do, let's say duration. I mean, let's keep it as is, which was the midpoint. But let's just, I don't want this to be the same speed. So if this was, so this is like duration times 0.8, and this is duration. Actually, I think we can do something like this. So var charge time, charge duration equals 0.8 f. We have like our duration. It's 1F. And then here we're gonna have a var. No, what I'm saying, like chart prepare duration, and here's gonna be the chart, the sprint. Let's call sprint duration. It's gonna be the duration minus the prepare. Already passing the duration here. Okay, fine. So instead of prepare, we just do 80%. So we do duration times 0.8, and then the sprint is gonna be the leftover. So replace here, here, in the midpoint. Let's do higher as well. Let's do 3. In fact, let's do here var. Right. So 3.0f. I mean, we can do. I don't think now it makes. Can do a bit closer. Let's even like divide by 4. Yeah, let's see. I think this is gonna look cooler. Like in my idea, it's like should have a bunch of attacks. So for example, backstab, I think should go around the battle. Let's say if we do. I mean, now I think we just watch the history, right? It's fine. Well, okay. I mean, that's basically what I want. Like, I'm still not clear, but like it goes a bit, and then do this. I think the charge maybe is too fast. Yeah, but that's not bad. Like that's oh, it looks even cooler when the card is flips when die. Why did the Yeti attack pass twice? Am I crazy? Or I'm pretty sure I saw. I mean, there's definitely. I mean, there's some part of the battle is definitely not synchronized because like. So this card was dead. I don't think there's any way to revive. Maybe it's the mass heal. It damaged. Yeah, why is it attacking again as well? Like I'm. Man, the log is not really complete. It's gonna be hard to. It doesn't have the rounds and And I still did not hook up the timeline. But I think there's something off. Maybe with Mass Hill. I gotta go to lunch. Maybe I catch the stream before you finish. Good luck on the animation. Yeah, thanks, Kodama. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, hope to see you often here. Like, again, I'm not gonna be worrying about like trying to see if this was a bug or not. Like, again, I need to finish hooking up everything. But I mean, I think this is cool. Let's just let's set back to normal. But we can. Do we have this information? Can we attribute this to the attack type? Can we check if it's opportunity? Because like the opportunity is on the skill cast. I mean, I think we're gonna need to modify here in our server. What is the attack? The attack performed, like in the attack record. We could add the type here. I don't think do we have this on the attack information. I mean, but we can definitely add this here. Yeah, but again, I don't think we can do like some magic here. I mean, the closest we could do is like on the, but it's too hacky. Like you can do like the if opportunities cast, the next attack. It's different, but I don't even think opportunities cast is basically like a passive thing. So maybe that wouldn't even work, to be honest. Wait, these cards here are also level 20, right? Okay, I thought it was just like a training grounds thing. No, okay, but that was like, oh man, this doesn't look like 20. I think, yeah, it's just a level here. I think I'm not updating the card. But I mean, we can fix this real quick. So in the card, whenever we update it, yeah, we just need to set the level. Let's just get the level here real quick. So the level label 3D. Label.text. Close guardian system level. Perfect. You can make it shorter by doing this. Format the document. Just confirm. But I mean, this did this a billion times. Like, should be fine. Okay, that was fast. So we did our coup attack. Did I revert to normal already? Yes. Actually, let me try something. Let's try random. See if it's gonna look confusing. No, whatever. Let's not wait the time to do this. Okay, show here level 4, 4, 7. Now some. I don't understand why this number is above and this one is below the black bar. Yeah, I think I still have some time. What else can I do? I can try to add something that what is bothering me is still, because even if we hook up the timeline was always a bit bugged. So I think this is what I'm gonna do last. The log here is missing the round, but the round, and I think I'll need to kind of want to refactor the server. So that's gonna take a little bit more. Don't want to do this today. What else I can do? And try to put the border on the card. Try to like learn some like the Blender to start doing the scenario. Yeah, let's see if we can do this Blender thing real quick. Let's save this here. Okay, so I'm not gonna be coding anything more today probably. We're gonna did I install Blender already? I did. So Hmm. Let's go AI. So tell me step by step how to model a simple sand terrain with medium sized dunes on Blender. Open Blender, yes. Delete the default object, so right click the cube, then press X. Right click, wait, the right click is left click. Press S, delete, enter. What about the camera? Do I delete the camera? Set your viewport to solid shading. This is usually the default. You can build the viewport shading option in the top right corner of the 3D viewport. We say solid. I mean, it's solid. Does it say material or solid? Okay, solid. Okay. Create a base plane. Let's thought this one was even more in details. So create a base plane. Press Shift A to open the add menu, go to mesh plane. Scale it up to 10. Okay. Shift A, mesh plane. Why do I scale it up? Here, location X. Oh, this is the location. What is this? I mean, I see the scale, but is the scale... Yeah, press S, 10. Yeah, let's say this to in projects. Games on the block, games, local, other models. The choice of creation. To shape dunes, we need more geometry. If the plane selected, go to modify properties. Modify properties tab. Range. Tool. No, it's set property, right? No, plane selected. Yeah, the plane is selected. Okay, here range modifiers. Add modifier, choose subdivision surface, increase the viewport subdivisions to 3 or 4. You'll see the plane become a high poly grid. Okay, add modifiers. Okay. Subdivision surface. Division surface. Viewport subdivisions to 3. Is this the level here? Let's do 4. I don't know. I don't. Shouldn't it be adding? It's almost like it's adding vertexes around, right? Yeah, that. How can I undo? Me, it is Control Z. That's what I was typing. I don't know. This. Let's. Okay. ChatGPT. With Orange Paint. Geometry subdivide. Subdivide. How do I add geometry? Geometry to region. Man, this is. Yeah, I need to go very slowly here, but this one doesn't work. This just made the plane more round, but I did not add polish to it. Okay, let's something about viewport. And I'm either blind, but this is kind of small. The UI, I don't know if there's a way to increase this. Can I do no control scroll? I'm just moving around. Alt. Man, I know I'll just stop pressing stuff because I think it's moving things that I shouldn't. Here, render. I mean, this just say using modifiers during render. I mean, I don't know, man. This doesn't work. I mean, I was expecting with AI, I could at least create this sand. Instead of having, because like I like learning stuff by doing instead of like just watching these like theoretical tutorials going to like a bunch of what to click and where and what everything does. There's this multi-resolution, triangulate. They all look like would add some polygons. Blender, tutorial, terrain, simple terrain. Shit. So, I mean, okay, this might be fine.
I'm going to begin by deleting everything and this I'm going to divide over and over and over. Just going to begin by deleting everything and adding in a plane. This I'm going to divide over and over and over. Just keep dividing it, really. And now go into geometry nodes and add a set position node that we are going to modify the Z component of with some noise. You can see the results here. And by modifying the scale and the detail, we get more realistic terrain. Look at that.
Okay, that's basically what I wanted to do.
Okay, let's make some super fast terrain. I'm going to begin by deleting everything
So mesh
and adding in a
plane,
plane.
subdivide. How did he get this subdivide menu? Is there a search here? Control click, control alt shift. I don't know. How can I? I think it's just gonna search on the scene. We have vertex. No, go back, layout. Edit mode by pressing tab. Tab. Okay. So we have there are modes in Blender. So do subdivide. It is probably good enough. Then what do I do?
This I'm going to divide over and over and over. Just keep dividing it, really. And now go into geometry nodes and add a set position node that
Geometry nodes, set position. Geometry nodes. Head. Okay, can I do here new?
over and over. Just keep dividing it, really. And now go into geometry nodes and add a
What is set position? There is this position here. No, doesn't look like it. Man, there should be a better way to find this. Right, okay, yeah, here. This makes sense. Set position.
Set position node that we are going to modify this, dividing it really, and now go into geometry nodes and add a set position node that we
He clicked on the offset. Find. Oh, how did maybe okay? I think just drag, combine.
are going to modify the Z component of with some noise. You can see the results
Man,
here.
it's
Add
so
a set
fast.
position node that we are going to modify the Z component of with some noise. That we are going to modify the Z component of with
Noise texture.
some noise. You can see the results here. And by modifying the scale and the detail, we get more realistic terrain. Look at that. You can mess with the roughness of it and then just expand your land forever. Okay, let's make some super fast.
Okay, let's. Okay, I don't want it to be this high. So scale. Detail. I don't know. Whatever. Let's say that this is it. How do we color?
Fast terrain. I'm going to begin by
Actually, let's see if we can even. Let's try just to import it into Godot. So saved. Then export. I don't know which format. Less way back in the day when I used Maya, I would use FBX, I think. With Unity, I think was FBX as well. Yeah, just ask. It's just might as well. What's how to export to Godot? GLTF, GLP. Okay, before I expect setup, set things up correctly in Blender to avoid combination to apply transformation. This is the most common, the most important step. Godot import your model scale, rotation, location as it is in Blender. Select the object in object mode. I don't know which mode am I? Is this the mode? Set, subtract. There is no object. Like here, edit mode, object mode. I'll say Control A. What transforms? What? But I mean, let me just try to, okay, just GLTF2. Whatever, let's just run with the default, see if we can get it to work. Mm, not this. I need to go to projects. No, games on the block. Games, local models. This one, right? Geo. Let's do. So assets, visuals. Let's create here models. Okay, so if we go to our battle stage, in our terrain, can we do this? Okay, I mean something, but looks nothing like. Yeah, I guess that the whatever I did, that the transformations, it was not baked. Uh, Control A. I don't know, but then it looks like nothing like it. When I It's okay. Media model is a balloon. Sculpting and editing is edit mode is like drawing on the balloon itself. I mean, I get it if you're just gonna apply the transformation and just put them in the data, but like can I just continue using later? Um, Yeah, but like, I mean, I don't want to rely on the undo, but yeah, that's my point. Like, is this destructive? I don't know. This looks sketchy. Let me export from Blender to Godot.
Hi, in this video I will show you how to export an asset from Blender to Godot. Select the object you want to export and make sure its rotation and scale are correct. Set the object location to Blender origin, double-click A to make sure you have deselected everything and select your object again. Go to File, Export, GLTF 2.0, change the export location and the asset name. I like to export directly to my Godot's project folder. And for the export options, make sure that your settings are like this. For format, keep GLTF binary. Under include, check limit to selected objects, check +Y up. Under transform, under data mesh, check apply modifiers. For material, leave as export.
Okay, maybe this one here. Mesh apply modifiers. Okay. File. Export. Yeah, actually, I mean, let's just check everything that he said.
Keep GLTF
So could just select object.
binary. Under include, check limit to selected objects, check +Y up. Under TF binary, under include, check limit to selected objects, check +Y up. Under transform,
Transform Y up.
under data mesh, check apply modifiers. For material,
Apply UV's normal vertex colors. Wait, I don't think I have it different, right? Apply, almost, UV's and vertex color.
leave as export and images to automatic. Click export.
Okay. Not sure. I think I will delete this. Since like, there was a red banner under it. It was a bit suspicious, so okay. Let's try. Let's try adding that destructiveness. So we're gonna do Control A for transforms, export. Actually, why is it kind of floating? Should I put this? It's like here. Maybe it's also came like floating. I mean, that's not the main problem. The main problem is that we don't have the terrain modification. But here, what is the coordinates again? Oh, but here I clicked apply. Let me do Control Z. Let's try to place it at 0. Man, like there was a transform here somewhere. Yeah, I guess object, so to plane. Data, no. I had the object here. Whatever, let's skip floating. We can adjust in Godot. Let's click apply. Let's try to export it. Ah, okay, maybe let's try double. So we go here, click apply. We add those deformations. Oh, and in fact, looks a bit better. So now let me select here, file, export. I mean, this should be it, right? Like this. Nope.
Now in Godot, find where you exported your asset. Mine is under the assets folder. You can drag your asset into your scene. You can see that my colors are a bit off. That's because of an image compression that Godot does by default. To change that, select the texture images, go to import, under compress, change the mode to lossless, and click re-import to save it. Do this for every image that's not showing how it's supposed to. And congrats, now you have your assets working in Godot.
Wait, the maybe it's fine from Blender. I just need to do this. Just need to add it as a mesh. So if I do it here, mesh, load. .obj. Okay, this is basically what I wanted, right? So now I can delete this. I mean, we need to put this down. Can we color this here on Godot then, right? I think if we do um yeah, here surface material design, new standard material. Let's do some sand color. I mean, we can add some texture later, but let's see how off or how good that's gonna look. Okay, this is way too small. Let's do scale 10. Maybe even 50. And I mean, I guess we can now, if it's this big, we could just like position this better. So for example, if like a place that is a little bit flatter. Yeah, maybe somewhere around here. I mean, it's just a yellow plane. Um, yeah, I think it's just a matter of the resolution of the terrain. Like these are basic. This is a desert. This is not a beach, right? Like this is like a full dune. So like we need to have basically in Blender just make something a lot bigger and with a lot more resolution, I guess. So here we just Control Z before apply. Here in the scale we do 100. And we divide a lot more. What was the... Yeah, what? Where can I edit? Oh no, it was around here, right? Yes, so... No, but we need to subdivide. What was it? A tab? I'm not sure if I am dividing. No, I think the division was... I think it only mattered, I guess, before. I was dividing just this selection here. No, but again, I don't think it matters. Because like the thing is baked, right? Anyway, uh, I don't know. Let's try this one. So if we go here, object mode, right? Was it apply? I don't even think we need to do the transform. I think we just need to export as obj. You can just override this. Not gonna use this one. I don't know why it didn't work. I mean, I guess we didn't put both files here. All right. Maybe it's too big. I don't know. Or maybe just didn't. Okay, let's try to do the transformation. Okay. I wonder if it's showing. Is there a way to like show on location here? Yeah, there's still this, I guess, invisible in here. I don't know if this is. Wait, what is the object now? Oh, is it the whole thing? No, man, this is weird. Select object mode, file. Let me delete the. Okay, now we have both. Man, I don't know. This. My only guess is that it's too big. Can I? Ah, yeah, especially because I have the scale set to 50 from before. But I think, you see, I don't think it made any difference. Because I think we set the scale in Blender to 100 now, but now it's kind of small here. I mean, I think the scenery only makes sense. Yeah, if you can see kind of from maybe around this distance here. It's like then we can definitely see like if we had like a bunch of trees and again some rocks, water around. But if we're like exactly like here, it's kind of lame. What we can do, again, we can let the player control the camera, but I mean we need to do way better camera than the one I said right now. But the other option is like maybe we can kind of like do some when the battle is like about to start. Let's say there is like the camera just kind of goes around, does some things and blah blah blah, and then it sets properly, and then the battle starts, right? So then you can be situated, you know there is some water, you know there are some trees, then you can see some small things like the seashells and whatever, but it's not distracting from the main thing, which is the battle. The other option, I think, if we have the camera like this, but again, see like this, then the numbers are quite hard to see. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess again, like the thing with giving full control of the camera, and then again, like we're gonna see the limit. That's something I don't want to deal with, which is like either we have this where there's like this fictional like end to the beach, and you just see like nothingness like here, but I don't think that's that great. I think if the camera, even if you can see a lot, right, but then let's say if the camera is something like this, and then let's say you can see water here, or in other places, let's say we would have like trees or a mountain, whatever, but basically there's a clear end, then you cannot change the camera, or even if it's again like a bit more angled like this, right, so you can still see, yeah, basically something like this, right, like that would be your max zoom, so you could see some, again, the trees or whatever, but you never see the limit. And again, I don't even think we have the resources to do multiple sceneries that look really good. So yeah, I think what we should do is like we start the camera, let's say far away. So instead of just going around, we just start far away and zoom in the battle, and then say like start, and that's basically it. So we just pull like again some rocks, some seashells, some coconut trees, and we do a proper sandwich. This is a proper model. I think it's gonna look really cool. And very doable. Okay, anyway, that's kind of it for today. I think we did, I mean, it was most like just testing these like effects, scenarios, fixing grid stuff, but I mean, it's starting to take shape. I can see the future now. I'm really happy with the, like this, like the meteor when hitting the cards jump and managed to do the attacks. So I think, yeah, bunch of cool stuff. Anyway, I'll sleep now. Everybody watching, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow, I guess.